Guess my stomach must be in pretty bad shape. So glad there was a usable toilet in here. Alright, good to go. What's this? Did I hit my stomach or something? It's all red. When did this happen? And how? Even if I had hit my stomach or something, whoever heard of someone's belly getting bruised? I took a closer look and found myself momentarily breathless. Eek? I'm pretty sure. What? What in the world happened to me? The reddish-purple bruise was like fault lines emanating out in 4 directions, with my belly button serving as a epicenter? It almost looked like a weirdly colored spider web attached to my skin. What's wrong? Nothing. I'll be out here in a sec. Sorry to keep you waiting. I feel much better now.
Oh.
Glad to hear it. But didn't I tell you to keep your distance?
What?
I did. You were just kind of loud in there for a second. You seemed startled. Is everything okay? Oh yeah, sorry to have worried you. So, how about you? Are you good on the bathroom situation, or do you need to go too? Oh god, that guy. Well, the boys' room is kind of occupied. When you open the stall door, there's this guy's voice that yells out, "Shut the goddamn door!" Oh, I can see how that might make it tough to go. Well, let's just put that out of our minds for now and focus on finding Shinozaki, okay? Well, I guess our best bet is to go to the pool.
Oh.
Sounds good. Why am I not saying anything to him about the bruise on my stomach? Is it because I'd be too embarrassed to show it to a boy? No, that's not it. My mind was racing, with worst-case scenarios popping into my head one after another. I kept hoping this was all in my imagination, but nothing, and all nothing but a nightmare. But it sure felt real, and that was the scariest thing of all. Maybe I was sick. Maybe I needed to go to the hospital. I couldn't stand all this uncertainty. But I didn't say anything about it. I just walked with Kishinuma all throughout the school building in search of Shinozaki. I thought maybe if I went with him, I might run into Shig along the way, or at least find some clues as to his whereabouts, but no such luck. Our search eventually led us back down to the first floor. Having covered all of our other bases, we set our sights on the pool. But just as we approached the locker room, Hey, did you hear that? Yeah, it came from in there. In the locker room? Oh, what? A girl who looked to be around middle school age had been laid flat on the floor. Both her arms were bound and her eyes and mouth were covered with sash-like strips of cloth. She was obviously being held against her will. Nah, she just purposefully tied herself like this. She was kicking both legs and writhing all around, frantically trying to break loose from her bindings, but it didn't seem likely that she would succeed. Oh god, we gotta save her. It was only after saying this that I noticed the bruises on her legs. Ah, those weird marks. Looking awful like the ones on my stomach, or am I just being paranoid? Regardless of what caused them or how they might relate to my own injuries, this girl had markings like rope bruises, clearly visible on her slender thighs. They were peculiar bruises that looked almost like letters, as if they signified something that was just beyond our ability to decipher. Hey, Eartha Suzumoto! Sorry! Hang in there, I'm gonna loosen the bindings right now. Wait, stop! Take a closer look. This isn't gonna be easy. Kishinuma grabbed my arm to hold me back. I was a bit confused, but did as he suggested, and it didn't take me long to see the problem. The strips of cloth holding this girl to the floor almost actually seemed to be rolls of gauze. And whoever bound her like this really did a number, and the gauze was stretched haphazardly all across the room's furnishings. Several strands of it were then projected upward to the top of the nearest cubby shelf? Oh, cubby shelf, where they were wrapped around the neck of a plaster bust. And from there they extended up to the ceiling, where they were wrapped tightly around the handle of a bucket suspended in the air. Suspended right above the girl. So the bucket could come crashing down on the girl and the okay. In other words, if we pulled on any of the bandages the wrong way or moved any desks, the plaster bust might fall, and if that happened, the bucket would spill right onto her. Well, when did this turn into Saw? I wonder what the hell is in there. Maybe it's nothing. Highly doubt it. But what if it's not? It's not. Help! The girl was thrashing wildly, unable to move or see, and too scared to call out. Sadly, this wasn't helping at all. It only served to pull the plaster bust closer and closer to the edge of the shelf. Can't Kishinuma, like, hold the bust while we come in and unwrap the girl? It was impossible to say whether or not she had any inkling of the threat that loomed literally right above her head. It seemed increasingly likely that this was the intent behind the trap. If the victim attempted to escape, she would only wind up killing herself. What do we do? What can we do? Don't panic, we just need to find some way of getting that bucket down from the ceiling. Can you reach though? I think we should remove the bandages on her face first and try to calm her down. Either way, there's no time to lose. We have to do something, and we have to do it now. Oh. Oh god. Okay. Okay. Remove the bandages, or reach the bucket. I would say remove the bandages. Yeah, if she keeps kicking like that, this will be over before we know it. All right then, sit tight. We'll get those bandages off. She should have heard every word Kishinuma was saying, but she didn't seem to be calming down in the slightest. With all the layers of bandages crisscrossed over her ears, maybe she couldn't understand us. Unable to see, unable to hear, and too frightened to scream. I think I'd squirm too if I were in her position. So. Damn it, this is really wrapped up tight. Okay, I think I got it. Can you see? Can you see me? Help me! What's happening? It's so dark! Calm down, you need to stop thrashing around like that. So, I'm so scared, just get me out of here! Save me! Nari! Hikari! Chihaya! Someone! Anyone! Crap. You need to stay calm. Look at me. Try not to panic. Take slow, deep breaths. There you go. There you go, that's good. Everything's gonna be alright. We're working on setting you free right now. Okay. Gradually, the girl began to calm down. I gently stroked her cheek, where I just slapped her. Tears were welling in both her eyes. I closed mine and nodded my head. Good girl. You just need to hang in there a little longer. We'll have you out real soon. As long as you hold still, there's nothing to be afraid of. Okay, I'm okay now. I'll be right here at your side. Just try to keep positive. Kishimanuma, would you mind pushing the statue a little so it doesn't fall off the shelf? Oh yeah, I'm on it. Thank God I didn't move the bucket. This is really wrapped tight, but there, I think that should do it. Are you alright? Can you stand? No, not really. My knees are shaking too much. Well then, how about just sitting up for a bit? Give those knees time to recover. I put my arms around her, and only then did I realize what she meant. She was shaking from head to toe, more violently than I had ever felt before. She must have been frightened out of her mind. What was that? Thank you so very much. That must have been really, really scary for you, but it's okay now. I've never seen Suzumoto. I've never seen Suzumoto act so adult. Guess it's her maternal instincts kicking in. Women are amazing. Even with her constantly depending on Morishige, I could totally see her turn into someone like Miss Yui when she gets older. Thank you both so much for what you've done. You saved my life.
無事でよかった。
I'm just glad you're alright.
まさかリアルで命の恩人なんて言われる日が来ようとはな。
Never expected someone to tell me I saved their life and mean it literally, that's for sure.
私は小笠原奈々って言います。武蔵川女子中学校の1年です。
My name is Nana Ogasawara. I'm a 7th grader at Musashigawa Girls Junior High School.
私は鈴本真由。よろしくね。で、こっちの柄の悪いお兄さんは岸沼よしきくん。
I'm Mayu Suzumoto. It's nice to meet you. And this delinquent-looking fellow is Yoshiki Kishinuma.
柄の悪いは余計だ、鈴本。そういうとこは森重の影響か？
Well, come on. What kind of an introduction is that? I think you've been hanging out with Morishige too much.
1年ってことはサトシの妹より1個下か。タッパあるし、なんかしっかりしてんな。
So, hard to believe you're a 7th grader, though. That means you're 1 year below Satoshi's sister, yet you're so much taller and you seem so with it.
やっぱりゆかちゃんもこの学校のどこかにいるのかな。持田くんとはぐれてなければいいんだけど。
I guess Yuka must be in this school somewhere too, huh? I hope she didn't get herself separated from Uchida.
岸沼さんと鈴本さんも誰かを探しているんですか？
Kishinuma and Suzumoto, are you two searching for your friends as well?
クラスの友達5人と副担任の先生と、それに友達の妹さん。
Yeah, 5 friends from class, 1 homeroom TA, and 1 classmate's little sister.
まだ私たちもどういう状況なのかはっきりわからないんだけど、きっとみんなもどこかで私たちを探してると思うの。
So, we're not sure exactly what's going on here just yet, but I guess they're trying to find us too.
そうなんですか。実は私も友達とはぐれてしまって、
So,
それでみんなを探しているうちに。
I see. I've been separated from my friends as well, and wound up the way you found me while I was looking for them.
どこの誰にあんなひでえ目に遭わされたんだ？
Yeah, what the hell kind of sicko did that to you anyway?
わからないです。
I really don't know.
なりちゃんたちを探している途中で、いきなり後ろから目隠しをされて。
So, I was just wandering around trying to find Nari and the others when someone reached out from behind and covered my eyes.
ものすごい力で縛り付けられて、多分だけど大きな男の人だと思います。
Whoever it was incredibly strong. I really couldn't fight back. If I had to guess, I'd say it was probably a really big man.
大きな男か。鈴本、心当たりあるか？
A really big man, huh? Any ideas, Suzumoto? I do. I mean...
生きてる人に会ったこと自体、岸沼くんとこの子だけだもん。
The only living people I've met here so far are Kishinuma and this girl.
どうやら人玉や幽霊のガキ以外にもろくでもねえやつがうろついてるみてえだな。
Guess there's more to worry about in here than just lost souls and that ghost brat. Nana suddenly planted both arms firmly at her sides, shrunk into herself and began shaking again. She was probably thinking about what had happened to her.
その話はもういいでしょ、岸沼くん。
I don't think we need to talk about that right now, Kishinuma.
え？あ、終わり。
Oh, sorry.
私、ちょっとこの子とプールの方行ってくるから、岸沼くんはここで待っててくれる？
I think I'm gonna take our new friend to the pool for a moment. Will you wait here, please? What?
行こう。外は雨が降ってるから、お水あるよ。ね。
Let's go. It's raining outside, so there's clean water, you know.
はい。
Okay.
おいおい、何言ってんだ。危ねえだろ。喉が渇いたんなら俺が雨水汲んできてやるよ。
Now wait just a minute. It's dangerous out there. If you're thirsty, I'll go gather some rainwater and bring it back for you.
お、ね、か、い。ここで、待ってて。
There's dead bodies out there, Mayu. I don't think it would be a very good idea to go out into the pool. Okay. Wait right here. Wait right here. You're gonna wait for us to come back, understand? Understood?
何かあったら、すぐに呼ぶから。ね。
If anything happens, we'll call for you, I promise.
うわ、わかったよ。気をつけろよ。
Alright already. Just be careful, okay? Oh good, no dead bodies.
ご
That
め
we
ん
can
ね。
see.
岸沼くんって鈍感だから。
Sorry about that. Kishinuma means well. He's just a little dense.
いえ、こちらこそすみません。
Oh, it's alright. I'm sorry too. I'm sorry too. To be such a bother.
しょうがないよ。あんな怖いことされたら私だって。
Oh, it's no bother. If something as scary as that had happened to me, I've done the same.
ここなら他に人もいないから遠慮なく洗っちゃいなよ。
But we're alone out here, so feel free to wash up as much as you need to.
なんだったら私あっち向いてよっか。
I'll look the other way if you'd like.
はい。そうしてもらえると。
Yes, please if you would.
わかった。
Right. I walked over to the wall where the roof's overhang offered some protection from the rain and waited for Nana to finish up. Taking this time to look around, I noted that the whole building was surrounded by dense forests. Theoretically, we could climb the fence here and leave. But we'd just be trading a creepy dark school for creepy dark woods. Could we survive out there? And would we actually be able to get home? I just wanted to find Shig. He'd be able to look at this situation coolly and rationally without flipping out and getting all emotional like me. I just needed to find him, to see his face. Shig. I was starting to get teary-eyed again when I noticed Nana lazily running toward me. As she neared, she slowed to a walk. It's cold.
体温ですぐに乾くよ。あとは香水でもかけておけば。
Your body heat will dry you off in no time, and we can spray a little perfume, too. We were both completely soaked from head to toe. But I was confident we'd dry off quickly enough once we got back inside the school building. And since I happened to have some travel fragrance in my pouch, I took it out and spritzed a little around Nana's skirt.
この香り、ロルチェのサンライトイエロー。
Oh, I think I know this scent. The what? Sunlight yellow, right?
当たり。最近お気に入りのフレグランス。
Bingo, it's my current favorite fragrance.
私も好きです。お小遣い少ないから、今は安いの使ってるけど。
I like it a lot too. My allowance is pretty small though, so I'm using a cheaper one right now.
じゃあ、ここを脱出したらさ、私のを分けてあげる。
Well, once we make it out of here, I'll gladly share mine with you.
本当ですか？私、演劇部の公演の時、絶対つけます。
Really?
今度初舞台なんです。
Really? That's so kind of you. I'll make sure to wear some to our next drama club performance. It'll be my first time on stage, so I'm sure I'll need it.
演劇部？奇遇だね。私も高校の演劇部入ってるんだ。
This is a sweet, happy moment. It's gonna be torn apart, isn't it? You're in drama club? Wow, I'm actually in our high school drama club myself.
そうなんですか？役者さんですよね。
You are? I bet you're an actress.
役もやるけど、本書いたり、服作ったり、部員が多くないのもあるんだけど、演劇に関すること全部が楽しくって。
Well, I do act, but I also write scripts and make costumes. We don't have a lot of members, but I don't mind. I love everything about stage drama.
すごい。何でもでき きちゃうんですね。
That's amazing. You can do all that?
ナナちゃん、ナナちゃんって呼んでいい？
Nana. Oh, you don't mind if I call you by your first name, do you?
はい、もちろん。
Of course not.
私のこともマユって呼んでね。ナナちゃんってスタイルいいから、もしよかったら今度服作らせてよ。
You're welcome to call me Maya too. Anyway, you really have an amazing figure. Loved it if you let me make some clothes for you sometime.
いいんですか？でも私なんかよりもっとスタイルいい子がいるんです。
Oh wow, would you? Though they are probably much slimmer girls out there that your talents would be better suited to.
ナリちゃんって言って私の幼馴染なんですけど、本当に宝塚みたいな。
Like my old friend Nari, she's practically a jewel. She's so pretty.
それから千早ちゃんっていう子はお姫様みたいに可愛くて。
And my friend Chihaya is super cute, like a princess.
じゃあそのお友達も探して一緒に帰ろう。私と岸沼くんも協力するから、ナナちゃんも私の友達探すの手伝ってくれる？
Well, let's just find those friends of yours and all go back home together. Kishinuma and I will be glad to help you in your search. If you help us in ours.
はい、マユさん。
Sure thing, Mayu.
風邪ひいちゃうからそろそろ中に戻ろっか。
Let's head back in before we catch colds. I'll just go with that.
そういえばナナちゃん、その太もものとこのあざってどうしたの？
Oh, and Nana, I noticed you have some bruises on your thigh. Did something happen?
あれ、気がつきませんでした。
What? I didn't even know they were there.
ひょっとしたら捕まった時についたのかも。怖くてあんまり覚えてないんですけど。
Maybe I got them when I was captured. I was pretty hysterical, so I don't have a very clear memory of everything that happened.
そう。ごめん、変なこと聞いちゃったね。
Okay, sorry to ask such an awkward question.
お待たせ。
All done!
ああ、遅かったから心配したぜ。
About time. You were out there for way too long. I was starting to get really worried.
女の子の身だしなみは時間がかかるの。ねえ岸沼くん、しげ兄たちを探しながらナナちゃんのお友達も探してあげてもいい？
Well, a woman's beauty takes time to mold. Anyway, while we were out searching for Shig and the others, you mind if we also keep watch for Nana's friends?
当たり前だろ。さっさとみんなを探して帰ろうぜ。
Of course I don't mind. Let's find everybody who doesn't belong here and get the hell out.
そんじゃ、行くか。
You two ready to go?
はい。
You bet. Happy fun moment times! Yay!